Hey guys, doing some more questions for the gram today, so let's dive right in. Hi, Dr. Riss. My question is about when you become close with a separated man. Ooh. Should women trust the process or think twice about giving their time and effort to someone who is separated? I've got a friend. He's separated, he's been for several years, but he has recently reconnected with his ex. She was sick, and he helped take care of her. All right. It's now going on over a month, and she's still staying with him and their kids. He's saying that he really cares about me, but he's conflicted about what he really wants. I'm unsure if I should allow him to stay in my life or cut all ties. I do care about him, and I really like him as well, but I'm feeling really hurt about everything. I've never been in this situation before. I don't know if this is love, which we share, but it sucks. I wish I never allowed him in, and I followed my gut feeling about him from the beginning. He was open and honest about things, but I feel like he held some things back, and I don't believe he was really honest about being ready to move on. So this is a really good question. I'm sorry you're in this situation because that's hard, and you really feel stuck. But it brings up a good point. A couple of good points. The first one is about two different realities, right? So in every relationship, there are two different realities. There's your reality and then there's their reality. So I bet if I asked him about this whole thing, his story is going to be a little bit different from yours. I'm not saying that either one is wrong, but it's all about perspective. So you shouldn't feel bad about getting caught up in this situation, because the thing that happened to you is the thing that happens to a lot of folks, is that is we fall for the most common lie that people tell in relationships. And that lie goes something like, yes, I am emotionally available to you, right? Because in this situation, he's not. He's separated, which means he's not divorced, which also means he's still married. Actually, still married to his wife, who he's now living with their children. We call that a family, right? So that's what you got, a family, man. And as long as he's got that family intact under one roof, that's where his emotional ties are going to be. And so he's not going to be 100% emotionally available to you. Now, did he lie to you? Maybe. It sounds like he was pretty open and honest about it. He probably lied to himself about where he was in the situation, right? Separation is hard. It's tough. You know, you're separated, but you're not divorced. And so you're trying to figure it out. And so until he totally figures that out, he just can't know. There's really no way for him to know until something happens and then it clicks for him. Oh yeah, you know what? I really do care about this and this. That's where my priority lies. But so yeah, you should definitely think twice about giving something like this your time and effort, for anybody who's thinking about getting into a relationship with somebody who's separated. Because here's the situation. You're dating somebody who's separated. They're not totally divorced. Every time that phone rings, they're going to look at it and they're going to feel like they need to answer it, regardless. And I don't know if that's fair to you. I don't believe it is. I believe you need more than that, because when that happens, when you allow yourself to be in a relationship with somebody with that situation, and that's half the folks who are out there, now you're settling for a couple of slices of the birthday cake because the rest of it goes to somebody else. And so a lot of times when it comes to acknowledging what we feel about a thing, from his end and from your end, a lot of us are really scared to do that, because when you acknowledge how you feel about a thing, that acknowledgement also demands a decision. It means that you need to take some action, or you need to make a choice or a change, right? Because now you know how you feel about it. Now you know what you think about it. Now you know what you want about it. And now you know what you need to do about it. And a lot of times, a lot of us are really just not ready to make that change or take that action or make that decision. And it sounds like that's where he was. It sounds like that is where, because of that, you find yourself. And it's okay, right? And so what you've got to do now is, I think you already got the answer. Yeah, it's time to move on, because he has moved back in with his wife and his children, with his family. So he's made his decision. Now that allows you the space to make your decision, which is, what is the thing that's best for me? What is the thing that's going to allow me to take the most complete care of myself in this moment? And that is allowing myself the emotional space to heal from this, and then allowing my world to open up to somebody who's ready to give me the whole birthday cake, because they're not slicing off half for the wife and the kids, which he has, which you don't want. So it's time to move on. I hope this makes sense. I hope this helps. See, guys, these are the perfect types of questions to shoot me on Instagram. And also, these may be some really good questions for the new podcast that I've got coming out. So let me know what you guys want to hear on that. I love questions like these. I'm thinking about having you guys come on the podcast. I would really like to have both sides of the story come on the podcast. Drama, I like that. So I'm thinking about that, but let me know, guys, if topics like this, relationship questions like this are what you guys want to hear and want to talk about, and we'll go from here. Young lady, I hope this helps. I hope this makes sense. I hope you give yourself some time to heal from this and move on without that emotional baggage. Doesn't sound like this was either of you guys' fault here. It doesn't sound like there were any bad intentions, but this is just what you got. Now it's time to make a decision and move on. So hope this helps. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.